Our next question comes from Clifford Van Voorhees, and he starts off with a statement. He said, Darien was certified as a top category silver by Sustainable CT a bit over a year ago, and the Advisory Committee on Sustainability, of which I was a member, he says, was working on a few initiatives, but thus far, you so far have chosen not to reappoint that committee, and it seems most probable that at least some of the initiatives may have faded away. Why has the Advisory Committee on Sustainability not been reappointed? And is sustainability not on your agenda?
So when I came into office, one of the things that I discovered was that the Board of Selectmen were pretty far behind on appointments to various boards and commissions around town. In fact, there were more than 100, 120, something like that, of officials who were serving on those committees whose terms were either about to expire or had expired. We had some folks who'd been sitting on a board or commission for as long as 3 years past the expiration of their term of office. That was true for the Sustainability Committee. I think every single person's term had actually expired on that committee. And so what we've been trying to do is to march through each committee and try to get all that cleaned up. We just finished up with the Police Commission today. We've just finished the Parks and Rec Commission, a very important board. And next up, actually, by the end of August, I will have both the Sustainability Commission as well as the Environmental Protection Commission. And the reason for combining those two is they both kind of touch on similar topics, but also there's a member of the EPC who would like to move over to sustainability. So trying to coordinate all those appointments and get all that done at the same time so that I have continuity on both commissions is pretty important. Sustainability is a critical topic for any town in Connecticut, and it certainly is for Darien. So having a sustainability commission to help us with those issues remains important. I regret that they kind of got caught up in this process of trying to get all of our board and commission appointments cleared up, but I felt I had to get to Parks and Rec first and a few other pretty important commissions before I could tackle sustainability at EPC. We will look forward to having freshly appointed members of those committees so that they can continue their work no later than.
If I can ask a follow-up question.
Sure.
Are you still looking for people to volunteer for boards and commissions? And how do they find out where there might be vacancies, and how do they file an application?
Fantastic question. So the best way is to contact the Board of Selectmen's office here in Town Hall. We keep a master list of all of our boards and commissions that are appointed. So keep in mind that the process that I've been describing is about appointing individuals to commissions or boards for those commissions and boards that are not elected. For the appointed ones, the Board of Selectmen actually makes those decisions. And so where we get candidates, we get them from 3 sources. If you're a Democrat or a Republican, what we would encourage you to do is, well, your first stop should be to call the Board of Selectmen's office and see about getting a list of available boards and commissions to see what you might be interested in. And then if you're a Republican or a Democrat, you should either go to the Democratic Town Committee or the Republican Town Committee and submit your name as a potential candidate for that Board of Commission. They both have processes where they will evaluate folks who are applying. And if you pass the interview process with that Democratic or Republican Town Committee, they'll recommend your name up to the Board of Selectmen. You don't have to do that, but we would prefer that if you've got a political affiliation, that your first stop to be one of those 2 committees. If you're an independent or an unaffiliated voter, which by the way is the majority in the town of Darien right now, almost I think 39% of our residents are unaffiliated or independent voters, you can submit your application for a board or commission directly to the Board of Selectmen. You can do that by contacting the Selectmen's office. So we are constantly looking for qualified, interested people to serve on our boards and commissions. And there's many, many different ways to serve. Call and get a list here. And quite frankly, if you've got a question or you want to talk about any particular board or commission, give me a call. I'd be happy to talk to you.
John Zagrodzky, our first selectman, answering another one of our viewers' questions. If you have a question for the first selectman, send it along, DarienTV79@gmail.com. And you have just watched another edition of Ask the First Selectman.